If you are considering saving for your child's future college, you're probably hoping that your savings will do a few things. Help them attend the best educational program for them and minimize their need for student loans. Of course, we always want to maximize their chances of accessing scholarships and grants too. Keep practicing that tuba, buddy. Today, we are exploring the 529 College Savings Plan, specifically how it impacts your child's eligibility for financial aid. Named after Section 529 of the Internal Revenue Code, 529 college savings plans are investment accounts that have the potential to grow over time and help save for future education expenses. 529s offer special tax advantages like tax-deferred growth on account earnings. They also have high contribution limits and offer 100% tax-free withdrawals for qualified education expenses like tuition, fees, books, and more. Now, you may have heard that by saving in a 529, your child's eligibility for financial aid could be affected. While it's true that your 529 savings may impact financial aid, I'm here to tell you it might not be what you think. In most cases, your 529 plan will have a minimal effect on the amount of aid your child receives. When they fill out the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA, their financial aid eligibility is determined by several factors, including your family's income and assets. These amounts are used to determine if your student is eligible for any need-based federal aid, called Pell Grants, work-study, and federally subsidized student loans. They're also used to calculate a Student Aid Index, or SAI. The SAI is an eligibility index number that financial aid offices use to determine how much federal aid a student would receive if attending that school. Financial need is calculated by subtracting your SAI from a school's cost of attendance. A lower SAI means that your student demonstrates more financial need. When a 529 account is owned by a parent, it is considered a parental asset when reporting on the FAFSA. This means that a maximum of 5.64% of its value is counted when calculating the SAI. This is much lower than student-owned assets, which can be assessed at a rate of up to 20%. This is true even if the student's assets are funded with other people's money, such as in a trust or a custodial account like a UGMA or UTMA. Let's walk through an example. Megan's parents open a 529 account, and through contributions and earnings over 15 years, her account has $20,000. When it is time for Megan to apply for financial aid, up to 5.64% of that $20,000, or $1,128, would be counted when determining her student aid index. On the contrary, if Megan were to open a bank account and receive gift deposits for her education totaling $20,000, or if her parents or grandparents were to save with a custodial account where the assets are considered owned by Megan, up to 20% of that $20,000, or $4,000, would be counted when determining her student aid index. And just a heads up, if Megan's grandparents open and save for her education in a 529, those assets are not reported on the FAFSA, and Megan will not need to report distributions from these accounts as untaxed income either. 529 accounts owned by grandparents or anyone outside the household like non-custodial parents, aunts, uncles, or family friends are not considered in the same way as parent-owned accounts. Not to mention, those savers might be able to experience the same tax benefits as her parents. It can be a win-win for both parties. The financial aid system is complicated, but keep in mind that 529 plans are designed specifically to help families save for the cost of higher education. So in most cases, they can work in tandem with financial aid packages. To get an idea of what your own personal situation looks like, check out the financial aid calculator on the Student Aid website, studentaid.gov/aid-estimator. Like this video, subscribe for more college savings content, and hit the bell icon for notifications. And don't forget, it's never too early or too late to start saving. Every dollar you save now may be one less dollar your child needs to borrow in student loans. Thanks for watching. See you next time.